Have you ever thought about what could be upon us within the galaxy? Of what could be behind this lore? Let's go. Hello everyone, and today we're here to talk about the lore of the game. Well, not entirely the lore, but more so of what we possibly think of potentially, since there's not really clear any signs of what it could be, but only one person has ever actually found out. So, here's going to be my theories on this board here. So let's go. So Janus here is more of a, I would say it's more sun-like compared to Volturnus, Tellus, and whatever is on top left. But Volturnus is more like a Mars-like, and Tellus is more like an Earth-like planet. To prove this theory, we can more focus on the 1 AU being astronomical unit here. So astronomical unit is the distance measured between the Earth and the Sun. So it would be approximately 93 million miles. And obviously on Tellus, Earth-like, it does not use or have any uranium. We know uranium by no U-238 or no U-235. They are uranium isotopes. But instead they use more lead, which gives us more questions and thoughts. Since I get lost here, actually. Since it uses fusion, where plasma stops them. Now, I can only think of nuclear fusion, but that is completely out of the window. And obviously it shows the platform and the shield. That's the shield here. Is on Tellus, meaning we are on Tellus. So, this proves that we are on Tellus here. And if we go to the middle of the entire map here, so if we zoom in, so this middle here is Janus, the sun, star-like star. So this here, moving slowly, I would theorize to be Venus, ending in US. And this would be Tellus, which is where we are right now, having one moon. And this over here would be Volturnus, having 2 moons. Now, I would say this is definitely Mars-like, and this proves it because if we stop right here, we can actually see the 2 moons, and Mars in actual living actually has 2 moons named Phobos and Deimos. Obviously these are more like moons to the Mars, since Venus doesn't actually have any moons, and obviously Earth having 1. So this kind of proves the theory of what it says. But you see Volturnus being red, where the rest of the solar system is blue. So I'm assuming this is more infected, since obviously we are on Tellus and we are not infected. So by all means, Volturnus is an infected planet compared to the rest of the star chart here. So obviously we could go over there, but for the time being, we're going to go to the blacksmith here. So you could actually talk to the blacksmith, where you can ask these type of questions. What do you do and what is your job? So obviously, if we keep answering some of these questions, we could get somewhere. And talks about the armor scientist. So let's talk about the armor here. And it is that called him, Mr. Grumpy. Also, you could talk to him, I promise. And his questions that he's not around here, and I don't think he likes us very much. Now, this also you can see the bottom here, the administrator. We do know who that is, but more, if we ask the question, we do not get anything. So obviously you can see this passcode here, who obviously the blacksmith is Marcella, go to the right, and it's the scientist right here. And if we go to the right again, it is redacted, meaning this could possibly be the administrator. We do not know who the administrator is, but whoever it is, we should not know of, since they are very secretive about this. So, and obviously in this over here, we could talk to the scientist, who rarely talks. Yeah, he's got not really much interest in. And also we could talk to the armourer, who obviously from earlier with the blacksmith, who, you know, you can question about blacksmith to the armourer. But obviously the blacksmith has mentioned that he's probably not from around here. So, yeah, and also he talks about good at being metallurgy, which is working with metals. And, yeah, obviously you could talk about advanced projects, but then he does not know us enough to get to that part. So, we do not know who or what anything is going on. But there is something we could probably talk about over here with these casings. See, not just a bit, right? So on these maps there are spiders that do appear on different areas of the map, and there is one under those cases. So this could mean that there are infected spiders which infect places, meaning that it is not going to go well within the lore. And if we do get the angle right, you could actually see the spider, which is probably not a great angle to see the spider, but it's not really great. If you were to be in the game, you would see it more clearer. So let's go back to this board here, and it's that you can actually talk about whatever else there. So, for example, they're watching, not alone, not real. It does questions, and only questions. But also, this does raise these costumes here. Knowing there's costumes, since there are some sort of bowl-like thing coming out of the said costume. Now, this is an equipable one. So there is a purple one, purple alien, which you could equip right here. And obviously there is a green one, which is actually in the game. And also this robot one, which does have something on it, like if you had to have the armor, but I do not have it, so I would talk about it. So yeah, I will have to make a part 2 of this, so that it will keep you all entertained and know what's more going on for lore. And finally, more importantly, this here, if you're wondering, is the meteor of some sort. I would like to assume it is a meteor, since the X, Y, and Z stuff you've just seen right here, was its coordinates if it were to be compared to Terra. So obviously, if you come up here, right here, you could actually see the thing. You can see the meteor in the bright sky, even in day or night. And also, if you get the right emote, which is sit, you can actually sit down and look closer, where you can actually, it's a closer view of the said meteor. It's not like the best, but it's still a close-up. So it is not the best of many things, but it's more to do with what's going off with this place. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed my theories. And, yeah. And remember, this is not just a theory, but also a game theory. So, goodbye, and I'll see you all in part 2.